Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hi. No intro necessary. Let's just start painting immediately. To answer, I say it's still painting. It requires the same skill and abilities. Why is it different? It's really a question of semantics. It's like drawing. If moving your hand and making pictures with a drawing utensil between your fingers is called drawing, but painting refers to the act of using paint. Is it fair to call digital painting painting? I also say I say it's painting. It's the same process, but maybe others would say drawing. I say I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but it's just something I don't know, like a definitive. I don't know a definitive term to describe it. Draw this on their face. Okay, I did it. How's my day been? It's been alright. And my day is made much better by spending time to make art. How about you? How's your day? Well, at least you're not. At least you don't have to deal with school for the moment. That's always a good thing. So what do you think is it painting for you if it's digital? For me, yes. Yes, it is painting. I don't think other people would say the same. Maybe, well, most people would say painting. I can't even say most people. I don't know. I don't know what the consensus is. I say painting because, I mean, if you've ever painted traditionally, or at least like know the process, it's a lot of the same. I feel that I do a lot of the same techniques. So to me, it's painting. It feels like painting. It feels like each brush stroke is paint. Hello, it's me, says bro, you're so good at picking colors and carving out forms in your paintings. Watching you helps me. Thank you. Thank you. The colors are random. I think it's about being good at picking random colors. If that's what you want to do. There's no thought. No thought going into it. Yeah, I think another thing is that most of the work I'm most of the work I'm typically doing on one layer. So like you'll see I duplicate the layers a lot, but this is all one layer. So that makes it feel like painting as well. Like if I were to be specific, I think of like a la prima painting, like oil painting. That's the kind of thing I like doing, or mimicking digitally. Is the stream running fine for everyone? Like, is it stuttering? Are there any drop frames? Do I sound fine? I learn a lot from oil painting as well. Yeah, that's the basis of my techniques. That's the stuff I'm interested in. It transfers over. You can lay a wash down in the same way you lay a wash over a canvas when you oil paint. You can paint on top of that and just, I don't know, all the same thing to me. What's my idea for this one? Do I have a goal? No goal, no particular idea. There is something I want to try to do with this, but I do find it's better if I don't verbalize it, if I don't put it into words. It's hard to explain, but it's so I don't hold that idea to too high of a standard and worry about the painting matching that. I just kind of keep it vaguely in my head. And if it doesn't go that way, it's like no big deal. I didn't put it out into the world. It it ends up being whatever it wants to be, which is fine. But there is something that I would like to see if I could pull out of it. If I feel that I stumble upon that in this session, then I will mention what it was I was thinking. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. I don't want to define what I want this particular painting to be too early. Just kind of keep it open-ended. Do I feel pressure when I work live? A little. Like only when I'm like unsure of what I'll be doing. But once things start falling in place, it's not so it's not much of a big deal. I will say, of course, it's easier to work not live, especially in like the beginning stages, like the generating an idea. That's the hardest part live, but not so much. Pressure isn't the main thing. I feel it's more that I'm thinking about the fact that I'm live instead of just thinking about the painting. That could be a little distracting, but I think it's something I can get used to. I would rather start a painting like alone and then work on it while live, and that would make it easier. But I didn't really do that today. I just worked on this for 4 minutes before going live. This is like the 7th airplane that has passed above while I've been streaming. And I haven't even been streaming for that long. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. That's good. Do you always work without using a lot of black or white? I how do I say it? I've gone through periods where I only used black and white. Like did grayscale studies, just did a lot of black and white. And I've gone through periods where I started in black and white and like sort of started adding color after. I don't know. I don't stick to one thing. Sometimes I feel like doing the painting, just putting down blobs of color. Like this is how this started, just a bunch of nonsense, and then like formed something out of the mess, out of the chaos. I do that a lot. Sometimes I feel like doing that, but I should say I have a background in just pencil drawing, so I guess innately I want to use black and white because I like working with black and white because that's what you do with pencil. So it depends. I think for values studying, like getting better at plotting values and stuff like that, I think it was useful for me to have gone through a period of only working in black and white and then bringing in color later. But now I don't think about it all that much. It's my long-winded answer. Thinking of it in periods or phases is cool. It's still your art, even if it looks different. I like your long-winded answer. Thank you. Yeah, everything is in the process, is developmental. You're always changing your preferences, your tastes, trying new things out, and that's how it is. That's how it was for me with that. I don't need to do one thing. Or rather, I don't need to be defined by doing one thing. Hello, Exospace. Welcome. Catbox. Wise words. Whoa, this is cool. How are you and how is it going? I'm alright. It's going alright. I am painting. That's my mood right now. Painting. Do you have this moment sometimes when you don't know where you're going with the painting? Like you started a piece and you don't know what your next brushstroke will be, how to continue. All the time, every time, right now, you're watching it. I don't know where this is going to go or what I'm even doing with this. It's all sort of improvisatory. And I think I should just, or what I do about it is just treat it as an improvisation and don't think about the next thing. If you're sitting there trying to visualize what it should look like, I often find that doesn't really help at all. Like, like straining and going like, how could this look? How could I change it? That I don't have a success with that. Maybe that works for some people, but I think it's better to just start scribbling or just start filling in something, and eventually your mind will kind of see patterns in what you put down thoughtlessly and be able to form it from there. You just got to make brush strokes anyway. So if you really don't know where to go with it, and then that will inform your next decision. Yeah, what I've learned is that you never get the final result that's in your head on the paper. I mean, that might be a lifelong pursuit for some people. It you're you're not gonna get what's in your head on the paper. Maybe the essence, maybe you can try to capture the essence of that, but I think I let go of trying to do that and then try to react to what's on the canvas, and pull something interesting out of that. And if I can do that, then I'm satisfied. interesting. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Hopefully that's what works for you. Different people have, like, everyone has their own sort of workflow, things that work for them and things that don't. So hopefully you can try that out. So what am I going for? I I think I touched on this earlier. I have I don't want to state what I'm going for because I don't want to hold myself to that. I want to keep it open-ended. I'm more so just playing around and seeing what happens. That's the main thing I'm doing. There is one thing that I want to try to touch on that if I do it with some success, I'll say that yeah, I was thinking of doing this. But if not, then I don't want to like dictate the course of the painting. I kind of just want to let it unfold however it wants. If that's okay. Yeah. Yep, just experimenting. It's not often I have a clear goal in mind. It is almost always just a searching process. No way. Welcome 200th member. 200th member in my server is one of the most important positions. We'll have to find a way to commemorate this occasion. Thank you so much for becoming part of the mission. Very cool. There is no song for the 200th member. There's no song. There's 200th member moment of silence, but that's it. Yeah, sorry. Please. I could play the piano for you whenever that happens. Don't you should remind me. You should remind me. I'll play a piece for you. Blue eyes, no. I'm thinking more opalescent. Opalescent eyes. I will say one thing I'm trying to do, if I could word it clearly. Right now I'm playing with abstraction and trying to pull out the form. I'm trying to make some like opalescent, iridescent, jewel-like quality in the eyes and the face and the lips, but I'm like something very unrealistic. But then I want to pull out the form and render certain areas so it still reads like, you know, like light here, form, like core shadow, and I don't know. So it reads like form whilst bending all of the rules of color and light. Just experimenting, messing around. It's very fun. Welcome, Maokai09. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, working at the edges, soft edges, hard edges, form, just pulling out form and shaping things to a way that I'm satisfied with, while maintaining the whatever I've got going on with these colors. I want to keep that effect as well. So balancing it too. Keeping it low contrast, that's gonna be the challenge. I want contrast, but not too much. Well, that was next. Oh, working on low contrast is hard. Yeah, I feel like I'm entering another phase where I find myself working very low contrast a lot, because there's a lot of really interesting things that happen with colors when they're close to gray. And if you have the colors high contrast, the colors are more bold, and you can't get some interesting interplays between grayish desaturated color. It doesn't happen the same way if they're high contrast. It has its own look, but keep it mostly gray to start, or I've been keeping it mostly gray to start, and then finding areas where I want to just like pull the contrast more, but I'll figure that out later. Just keeping it gray for now. It is hard though, you're right. Thank you for the 100 emojis in chat. I see it and I don't know how to respond to it, but thank you. You're right. It can be overwhelming when you're working close to gray. And when you want to pull it out of that, like pull some areas, how do I say, like keep the effects that working close to gray has while keeping the painting overall not super gray and desaturated and low contrast. Really tough balancing. I think that's something that I want to work on just for myself to see. Just play around with this little ideas. This idea, see the limitations of it, see how far I can pull it, etc., etc. Oh, that's really unfortunate. First name, last name says beautiful painting. Please, please come to India. I'll think about it. Thank you. What should I do in India? Please tell me. Sir, we also have computer here. You can do painting here. Please make painting our Prime Minister, Modi, sir. Look, I don't want to get political here. But thank you. You're so kind. I like my computer at home. I think I want to paint at home. But thank you. Thank you for the kind comment. Hello, it's me. It's very insightful. Thank you. Very deep comment. Touring, sightseeing, enjoy the marvelous. No. First name, last name wants me to paint the Prime Minister on a computer there. We're not there for all that tourist stuff. I gotta go there to do art. Absolutely no time for sightseeing. Got a lot to do. Not much time to do it. Yes, waste no time. Paint at the airport and then head back. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I don't. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, if you just pay me, you know, not just for the flight, but for all accommodations, and just pay me once more the price of the flight so that I earn more money, and then just pay me more money on top of that to justify the time. And I'll think about it. Absolutely, I will think about it. If you're willing to pay me to think about it, that could really jumpstart the process. So just let me know. Have I ever been overseas? No. That will change in the future. I don't know where to. I expect it to change. But no, I've never been overseas. Yes, pay the flight trauma fee. Pay the consideration fee, the calories spent thinking fee, because thinking spends calories. You gotta accommodate all of those things. You really gotta factor everything in. Have I ever been underseas? No, I don't think I've been over or underseas. But that's a great question. I haven't been asked that before. I'm guessing maybe you have. How was that experience? You wish, one day you'll get to drown in the depths of the ocean. If only. I've never been on a plane. They seem scary. Oh no. Oh no. Uh, have fun. Have fun on your plane. I hope it stays in the air for as long as it needs to. I also hope that was reassuring. You only have one painting artist in your town? I'm sure there are other painting artists. Maybe you just haven't met them. Maybe you can be the second painting artist in your town. That's what you should do. Not so much. Well, I hope it goes well overall. Fun fact, did you know only a few percentage of people actually survive a plane crash? Hey, let's, in respect to Lee's upcoming flight, let's talk about different metrics like percentages of plane flights that go successfully. Yeah. Let's not scare them. I'm feeling the itch to bust out my tablet. Where is it? Where is it? Get your tablet out right now. Start drawing. No pressure, but you should already be drawing. I would function under the assumption that everyone watching the stream is actively drawing or painting. So yeah, if you're not, I would definitely change that. Definitely change that. You're doing a positive thing for yourself and for the world if you bust out your tablet. No. I cannot ban them. That's one less person exposed to drawing. You're good, Exospace. Wacom user that uses Krita. I don't know how I feel about Wacom anymore. They stole money from me, so I cannot recommend them. But if they're not stealing money from you, that's unfair. They shouldn't have stolen money from me. That's great. That's great that you've got a free program and you didn't pay for something like this, Clip Studio Paint. I had to pay money for this. Could you believe that? I had to spend money to draw. But you get to use Krita, which is free. Must be nice. Must be nice to be a little bit richer. You should stream in my server. You'll be able to do that. That's allowed. It's free. What do I recommend? I recommend Clip Studio Paint. I'm not sponsored by them yet, but I recommend them because it's what I'm most comfortable with. But I haven't tried enough programs to really give a solid or sound recommendation. I hear a lot of great things about Krita, and I know it has a lot of features. So definitely keep using Krita if it works for you. Be intimidated by CSP. You know, I'm intimidated by Photoshop. That's why I've never used Photoshop. CSP, I don't think there's anything to be intimidated by. It's not expensive. It's a one-time purchase if you get the old version. I still have the old version. And it's just drawing. It's not a bunch of like bloated features and extra photo editing stuff that you're not going to need for drawing. It's very unconfusing, very straightforward. I don't find it intimidating. It only took like a week to get used to. And I've been slowly tweaking it to my liking ever since I started using it like 5-6 years ago. So oh, my Discord server, in the description you could join, and you could join a voice channel, and you can stream and share your screen, and then we could, whenever I'm there or anyone else is there, we can just stream with one another. It's pretty cool. No pads for you? Do you mean you don't have a... Oh, you prefer iPad or PC? I prefer PC. I do like Procreate. It just takes some getting used to for me, for my workflow. I do a lot of weird things that I need a keyboard next to me to do. But the drawing experience on iPad is good. I like the experience. It's just not... how do I say it? It's missing a lot of the things that make working on PC viable. So I don't think I can do it, but it's definitely fun to mess with. Does Clip Studio Paint have its own tablets? No, I don't. They don't make tablets. They just make the software, and you can use whatever tablet you want with the program. Being a beginner is not sad. It's actually an inevitable, necessary step to becoming great. You cannot be great if you do not do the most important thing first, and that is be a beginner. So rejoice, be glad that you are pursuing one of the greatest endeavors of humankind. The Book of Wisdom. I'm still writing the Book of Wisdom. It's not out yet. I think you can clip on YouTube. I don't know if you could do it on live streams, but I'm gonna have to pay for a translator for that. You know, I've got a lot to do. It's just no time to write a book in multiple languages. Light inside the ribcage, maybe. Just playing around with that idea, see what happens. Very non-committal about a lot of this stuff. Thank you. I don't know if you mean the red or something else. This is done on one layer. This is one layer. The layers beneath are just previous iterations. I just duplicate and keep working. It's like a checkpoint, like a little save point, in case I want to flip between them and see how what I'm adding is changing the painting or contributing to it or detracting from it, and I could always go back and merge between them. So yeah, one layer. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I don't see a lot of people doing that. I think it's very cool to have little checkpoints. Very useful. Ah, yes, the unattainable perfection. You know, for all intents and purposes, this is an abstract painting. I don't truly have any idea what each part of it is. Thank you. Thank you. The whole process is me convincing myself that convincing myself of what this is until I finally accept that it is what it is. Have to get to work. So you guys, thank you. Thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy your work as much as you're able to. And I'll see you around. I think I'll work on this for maybe 15 more minutes, and I will call it a day after that. I don't know what I'm doing here. Looks like some weird cloud-like structures or forms. It all makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. It does. The clouds being, or this cloud being in, well, maybe both of them, but particularly this cloud being in the foreground and not behind the wing implies that she is giant. Or it implies that these clouds are tiny, but my intuition goes in the direction that she is a giant being. If I don't want that, I could put the cloud in the background. Yeah, it's sort of, nothing's concrete. I'm not designing too much here. I don't have a goal. So how giant, I don't have a sense of scale for this image or anything in it. No clue. I like clouds too. I don't use cloud imagery a lot. So I'm playing around with it, I guess. let's go. Please take pictures. I would love to see. I wanted to see what would happen if I duplicated part of the image and then went over it again. It's very interesting. I might I might do it more to play around with that idea, but I think I'll do it like the next time I work on it, because I'm gonna wrap it up in a moment. So just a couple more minutes. Always wrapping it up soon. I gotta wrap it up very soon. Wish I could stay longer, but time allotted is limited. Life in prison is so hard. I would expect the same thing. Yeah, it's probably not easy. Wrap it up soon in half an hour. You mean wrap it up soon about now? Like in a second. Like let me just do one more thing. Whoa. Look at this. Look at this painting in grayscale. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. It's like all the information is in the color and not the values. That is crazy. Like this is almost unreadable without color. And even with color, it's like pretty fuzzy, but that's interesting. Very cool. I like that. I want to go into that more. Look, I think I need to tend to other areas, and I will return. I might work on this in the server if I'm still working on it throughout this week. So if you're in the Discord server, link in the description, you could join, and then I will tag the people with the artist role, which is anyone that wants to join, and we'll draw. We will draw and we will paint and we will make art, and it'll be cool. So if you're interested in that, please join. Please, I'm begging you. I'm not begging. I would never beg. Begging is beneath me. You will join if you feel ever so inclined. If you're curious, if you're an intellectual, if you're a true pursuer of the arts, it'll just happen naturally. I don't need to ask you to join. So if you're one of those people, you know what to do. And we will laugh and love. Yes, Maokai. No, it's okay, Lee. Time is something I obsess over. I just want to spend longer making art. But I must stop. I must take a break. I must stop. It's time to take a break. I've been drawing for over 2 hours. I need to stop. I need to stop. I stop scribbling. Put the pen down. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Karaoke in Discord VC if you want. I'm not gonna be partaking in any karaoke, but if you're interested in hosting that event, be my guest. Absolutely. You go by a different name on Discord. Okay, just you can tag me, and then I will know who's who, and yeah. Okay, thank you for arting. Thank you for doing all that stuff. I know you were all drawing. You were all making your own drawings and paintings, while we're doing it alongside of each other through the internet. So, yeah, I will stream randomly at an unannounced time at an unspecified date in the future. And you will all attend the next stream. No questions asked. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.